Why not? Polygons. I'm relatively sure that the word polygons you could separate into the word poly, which means many, and gons, which means sides. So these are many-sided shapes. And we're going to talk about the names of those, and that's pretty much going to be the whole thing. The first thing they defined is, if you ever hear the word plane in math, it's not an airplane, okay? But a plane, when they talk about something being drawn on a plane or being on a plane, it is basically thinking about a sheet of paper. It's a flat surface, really, that never ends. It's hard for us to think about things that never end. It'd be like a tabletop that goes on forever in every direction, or a piece of paper or whatever. It's just a flat surface that goes on forever. And on that, we have shapes that you can put on a plane, so they have to be flat, are the ones we're going to talk about today. And in order for something to be a polygon, it has to be these two things. It has to fit two requirements. Number one, okay, it has to be made up of straight lines, or all of its sides must be straight lines. And number two, it has to be what we say closed. Made up of straight lines, and it has to be closed. And that just means this. Here's one way the book explains it. Okay, so here's my straight lines. I've got this shape, and I've got this shape. I guess I'll do that a little more. Closed means, if you think about, they say, if you think about inside the shape, there being little ants. If it's closed, there's no way the ants can get out of the shape because all the sides are blocked. If it's open, that means the little ants can escape out to the outside, and this cannot happen with polygons. It has to be closed. In other words, there's no openings in the shape where things can get out. Okay. And it has to be made up of straight lines. So is a circle a polygon? Absolutely not. Is a half circle a polygon? Is this a polygon? No. It has to be all completely straight lines. So when you draw your polygons, my suggestion is, if you're sketching them, what you will do, in order to make nice straight lines, always pick your paper off of the pencil when you draw them. For example, I'll have to start a new sheet here. We are going to draw, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 9, and 12. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, and 12. We're going to draw polygons, the number of sides. We'll make a little chart here, number of sides. Let's start with a three-sided shape, which looks like this. Okay, here you pick your pen up off the paper all the time and you get nice straight lines. A three-sided shape is named or called, you probably know this, what is the name of a three-sided shape? It is a
triangle.
Triangle. Triangle. The word tri means three. A four-sided shape, it has four sides, and you can have a bunch of different looking ones here. Any four-sided shape is called a, not a rectangle, not a square, yep, a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral. Okay. Your four-sided shape just has to have four sides. You could draw one that looks like this. As long as it has four sides, it could be a square, that would be okay, it's four sides. It could be this kite-looking shape, it could be a rhombus, a parallelogram. If it has four sides, it's a quadrilateral. A five-sided shape, usually we think of something that looks a little like this. Five-sided shape, anybody out there? There's a famous building in Washington, D.C., or the the government has military stuff?
Yeah. Pentagon.
Is a pentagon. Pentagon. A six-sided shape looks a little like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Six-sided shapes. Hexagons. This one's probably the hardest one for me to draw. A seven-sided shape. And again, it can be anything, so we really can't draw it wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7. Seven-sided shape is a heptagon. Good to have notes on these because you probably don't remember all those.
Nope.
From the whatever days. Oops, I missed. You, I'm sure probably know this one. The eight-sided shape.
Octagon.
Stop sign looking shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. S, T, O, P is an octagon. Did I get any smaller? I don't think it got smaller.
No.
It didn't?
No.
Still didn't. Just keep it. I changed them all different times. How about that? A nine-sided shape. I don't think we have to do it. Don't do 9 because we don't do 9. A 10-sided shape. I don't even know if I want to try to draw this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10-sided shape is a decagon. And then the last one we talked about is a 12-sided shape, which is a dodecagon. There's a, are you smarter than a 5th grade question? A dodecagon. They throw a couple other things at us here. And what are they? A couple other things are this, when you have a polygon, let's say I've got a quadrilateral, a couple more definitions are, these flat things right here are called its sides, you know that, but what are these little points called? Anybody know? Anybody remember Abram? Nope, they're called vertices. Or singular, one is just a vertex. They are the points. Vertices, one of them is a vertex. And then we have a couple more things to talk about on a new piece of paper. Grab a new